Most Canadians are doing finance wrong. I share the system that actually works. I'm Theo Varn, and this is Varn Capital Labs, where we break down the systems behind real wealth building in Canada. In the last video, we broke down exactly how to deploy $1,000 a month in Canada, step by step. Today, we are going to challenge something most Canadians believe is responsible and smart: saving money. Not because saving is bad, but because saving alone, without a system behind it, is one of the quietest ways to fall behind financially. And most people never realize it is happening. Here is the story most Canadians are living. They work hard, they spend less than they earn. They put money aside every month. They feel responsible. And after 10 or 15 years, they look at their account and wonder why the number is not bigger. The answer is inflation. Right now, a high-interest savings account in Canada pays somewhere between 3 and 4% interest. That sounds reasonable until you understand that inflation in Canada has averaged around 2 to 3% historically. In recent years, it has been significantly higher. That means your savings account is barely keeping pace. In real terms, the purchasing power of your money is either flat or quietly shrinking. You are not building wealth, you are treading water. And it feels like progress because the number goes up every month. That is the saving trap. Saving has a specific job in the wealth system, and it is not to build wealth. Saving is for protection. It is for your cash buffer, 3 to 6 months of living expenses, sitting in a high-interest account, available when you need it. That is the role of saving. It absorbs shocks. It protects your investments. It keeps the system running when life happens. Beyond that buffer, cash sitting idle is a liability, not an asset. The mistake most Canadians make is treating their savings account as the destination. It is not the destination, it is the launch pad. Once your buffer is funded, every additional dollar needs to be deployed into assets that actually compound. That is where wealth gets built. Let me make this concrete. 2 Canadians, both set aside $1,000 a month starting at age 30. Person A saves everything, high-interest savings account at 3%. Person B builds a simple ETF portfolio averaging 7% annually inside a TFSA. By age 60, Person A has roughly $580,000. Person B has roughly $1,227,000. Same discipline, same monthly amount, same 30 years. A difference of over $600,000. All because of where the money went after it was set aside. And remember, Person B pays 0 tax on that entire gain inside the TFSA. Saving is a habit. Investing is a system. You need both, but you cannot confuse one for the other. This is worth understanding because it is not irrational. Investing feels risky. Markets go down. Headlines are scary. The 2008 financial crisis, the 2020 crash, every correction in between. It is easy to look at that history and decide that keeping money in a savings account feels safer. But here is what that thinking misses. The market has recovered from every single one of those events, every crash, every correction, every period of fear. The long-term direction of a diversified global portfolio has been consistently upward over any 30-year period in modern history. The real risk is not volatility. Volatility is temporary. The real risk is not being in the market long enough for compounding to work. Saving feels safe, but over a 30-year horizon, keeping your money in cash is one of the riskiest things you can do to your financial future. Saving is the habit that gets you started. Investing is the system that actually builds wealth. You need both, in the right order, for the right reasons. In the next video, I'll break down the biggest mistake Canadians make with their RRSPs and how to fix it. Subscribe if you're building, not just earning. No noise, no hype, just the system.